It's been a while since I've played a good horror game, and since I've heard lots of good things about Scorn, plus it was on sale, I decided to give it a go, and let me just say, this game is something to experience. The whole intro sequence is this weird switching between the desert and an alien lab or something. I don't know why. Either your character is delusional or is having some parallels about dragging himself across everything he encounters. For some reason, this game gives me a lot of alien vibes. I'm not 100% sure why or if it's even done intentionally, but there's just something about the design of everything that gives me similar vibes. I'm just saying I could climb that. I'm just saying I could fucking climb that. Oh, hello. You start off by squeezing through a tiny gap where it naturally crumbles behind you so you can't backtrack because, you know, this is a video game. Ooh. Lovely toilet. Backrest, little handlebar to grab onto while you just take a massive shit. On the other side of the door, you're introduced to the alien fleshlight, where you just shove your arm in it for some reason and it like equips this random fleshy piece of equipment. You need it for the rest of the game. I just don't know why you're like just cramming your hands into random machinery and shit. Like the protagonist is way too okay with just shoving his hands and other body parts into fleshy unknown places. Like, I don't know. It's it makes me a little uncomfortable. Why would you... Okay, is it just me, or I can't be the only one who not shove their fucking fist in a random alien hole. So the first puzzle that you do is this like fucked up bit where you need to get an egg, give life to an alien or some form of sentient being. Then you murder it with a scoop in the process. Blood for the blood god. I'm gonna be honest, I think I might be the bad guy of this. Following the murder and scoop process of an infant, where my character just does not seem to give a single fuck, and he has like no conscience or whatever, we just move on to the egg section. I think they're eggs. I don't fucking know. We got our first form of like self-defense, a melee weapon slash bolt gun slash theragun with the world's shortest goddamn range that we also just take and jam into other random holes. Like, are you fucking serious? Although the cloudy little guys look harmless or like sperm if you're filthy minded like I am, yeah, you can just go ahead and blow those little fuckers away. Use this little drone thing that looks like it's straight out of fucking Soma to like put eggs that appear into place and they for some reason do something. I have no idea what these things are. I don't know what they're for. They just kind of like come all over your face and body, covering you in their sticky goo. No, I'm not fucking kidding. Shove my fingers in you. I don't even know what I'm doing. Sorry, let me be specific. I know what I'm doing. I don't know why. I've mentioned this before. I'm a big why knower. Why, like, I'm doing a thing, but why? What is the end? Like, what am I accomplishing by doing this thing? But for this, I'm just kind of saying, hey, the wonder of alien tech, I guess. Fuck it. Ooh, Gucci. I shit you not. There's like 5 minutes of walking simulator before we see more alien shit. Like, we just jump into a desert and we're just wandering around the fucking desert. I don't know why like this game just became walking simulator. I don't know why this decision was made, but it was made and I think it was bad because really fucking boring. But at least once you enter the new area, you see an enemy crawling on the wall and shit. So that's pretty cool if you're into that. It's pretty much the first threat you actually see in the game, and with no way to defend yourself, it very much changes how you approach this area. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Or you can just throw all caution to the fucking wind, grab this duck's corkscrew penis thing that you use. No idea why it had to be corkscrew. It feels so inappropriate to be forcefully shoving into random holes. Look up what ducks do. Just look up ducks and you'll understand my disgust with the corkscrew penises. This next section is like really easy to get turned around and lost on as you connect tube to tube, solving puzzles as you go to progress. At the egg sack thing we saw earlier, I had such a hard time remembering where I had been, where I hadn't been. This was pretty mediocre because it was so easy to get dizzy and remember where you had been and where you hadn't been, especially with no map. Disconnect the power and get covered in goop here, get attacked by a random demon thing here that attaches itself to you for the rest of the game. What a fun part. Our throbbing vibrator weapon was totally useless in preventing a parasite from fucking taking long. I mean, you could try, but I think you would just like massage its arms and just like help it relax and give you a permanent hug. I will say the puzzle with the corkscrew thing is kind of cool. It took me a hot minute to figure out like what I was doing. I mean, it was kind of fun. You know, I appreciate that it was unique. I also really like the puzzle with the corkscrew thing where you insert it and need to work around its design and stuff. Like, it's hard to explain, but it's unique, and I appreciate that it was something different, even though I don't appreciate the corkscrew portion because it's a penis and it's disgusting and you should feel bad. Next, we enter the green zone where we are introduced to a new puzzle. This game has puzzles. I don't know if I've mentioned it. The game has puzzles. The main thing to note here is that there is an introduction of enemies you can kill. There's this kind of like fight or flight decision you want to make. And while it's funny as hell to run around killing these little bastards, you have to remember that you are like guaranteed to take damage fighting them. So it's usually smarter to just like run away, especially since your weapon is just a giant piece of shit and it's a total waste of time. The enemies spit fucking acid, aka they have a goddamn ranged attack and you have a pathetic little dildo gun. I like the way the inventory looks. It's a little off-putting, but it kind of fits the vibe of the game. I don't know. I really like it. And I like the way that they give you ammo and health and stuff. It goes hand in hand with the inventory being kind of cool. But just the concept of how they give you these resources, I'm a big fan of it. I think it's really cool. And it makes everything like fit more together. So good stuff. Another thing you'll notice in this section is the little parasite pal that you picked up is really starting to fucking ruin your day. Takes your health, makes it fall over, and is quite frankly just a giant old dick. I don't know why I wrote ruins your day twice in my script. I have to just comment on like this huge negative that I have. Since the base of all the weapons is the same, which is really cool, the game has no tutorials or instructions or anything, leaving you to just like learn everything, which is fine, but when you don't know how to like switch between weapons because they don't tell you how to do that, it's really fucking dumb because you push buttons and eventually you realize, oh, I pull this off and then I put this other thing on and it like clicks in place. But the melee weapon base, the Theragun, is needed. It's a mandatory like key item to progress. So you have to keep that in mind. So I don't know why the fuck they didn't just make that one item. Or just make it a different key item and then do anything. There's just zero fucking explanation for this. It's stupid. It should just say like, oh, by the way, you know, or like some form of something. It doesn't have to be a tutorial. I can just say in a letter or something for some lore like, oh, this is how you switch guns. But this game doesn't have any lore. It's all visual shit. Nothing else. So something that I learned while playing this portion is that most enemies will leave you alone as long as you don't get their attention and you like stay out of their way. They'll just go about their day and they'll clear the path. If you want to play the game, honestly, I highly recommend just being patient. Once you get the shotgun, you are introduced to a new enemy. I like the pistol doesn't introduce anything new, but the shotgun introduces a patrolling dog creature and it does not fucking go away like its buddies do. So you either need to kill it or just eat the damage and like run past it. So like 2 shots from the shotgun fucking kills it. I really wish they'd piss off like every other enemy because then you'd have like some, you know, you'd have some consistency with all enemies fuck off eventually if you leave them alone. Now we enter one of the last parts of the game, and this shit is kind of screwed up considering it consists of torturing a poor alien demon thing that the internet calls the Crater Queen. This massive beast looks hella pregnant. And as you solve the puzzles, you kind of just tear bridges out of it. What I absolutely love about this portion, though, is this alien displays no form of hostility towards you. It looks at you, it watches you, but it never attacks you. It's so fucked up. Like, I don't know what's with our protagonist. He is some sadistic fucker. Oh, no. Ew. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so fucking sorry. After murdering the Crater Queen, we enter the last bit of the game. There are no enemies, only puzzles and a couple of boss fights. This part's honestly about as fucked up as the start of the game, as you're back to murdering babies. Pick up the eggs, put them in the suit, and kill them while they're in the suit. Kind of only works for the first one, as the other two fight back and do try to murder you. I don't know why they have to be in the suit specifically. Yeah. I was gonna say, that's probably gonna happen at some point, isn't it? Yeah. Uh-huh. Got more in you there, Buster? Oh, I got the grenade launcher. Oh, cool. Yeah, mine, no, I don't. Wanna kill it? Oh, no. No? Okay. I just don't want him to hit me, because then I'm gonna die. I'm gonna have to do it all again. Can you do the fucking thing, bro? Like, can you do fucking something other than just chase me around? I'm really bored. Boss fight's garbage. This is super fucking boring. I know I did him to launch. I have 1 HP. And I'm gonna have another one to do still with no health. That's gonna be exciting. I don't know why I would ever think to do that. Also, if I have to fight this dude, I am screwed. Meaning I have to do the whole fucking fight without taking damage. So I have 3 bullets to kill it with. Did I terrify you? Boo. This game sucks. This is so stupid. Wow. Probably where I'm supposed to throw a grenade. Okay. 10 out of 10 game. Can't progress. Legit, if it was one tap, I wouldn't complain. Okay, I won't complain. It was one tap. After these boss fights, you get the juice put into the bodies that we saw earlier. I have to say that these boss fights are fucking bad. I hate them, and I never want to do them again. They are horrid. I see. Oh, I see. And it just becomes a blender. And then I put blood into the thing. I fill it up, I res the dude. I'm supposed to res all of them? Question mark? Why are we trying to resurrect these guys? I don't know. Who are they? I don't fucking know. I'm just assuming there's some form of gods. Anyways, collect the juice, put it in the bodies, and now you do whatever the fuck this last half of the game is, or this last chunk of the game is. What is this? I don't know. Am I driving a ship? I don't know. I hate having no answers to fucking anything. Oh, I'm just sacrificing myself. I'm just joining these guys. Why not just let yourself die if this was the goal? That was my penis that came out. My penis just went into that. That's disgusting. Also not appropriate at all. So are we doing this for Eternal Orgasm Nation? Who are you? Who am I? Oh, I'm literally being milked. I'm being sacrificed. Are they cutting open my head? I'm being milked with my head being cut open. So I'm just joining the Neuralink network, eh? It's literally just eternal pleasure. Or infinite pleasure. So this was my goal. And I also became a pregnant dude. I became like a pregnant titan. Very small titan. What? How do I... Oh, I see. Oh, I see. What a weird fucking game. Let me just grab this in case I need it. I don't want to come back. I'm assuming I'm gonna need it. Maybe to like hold it open on the other side so both my guys can come through. Who fucking knows, dude? I have no idea how far the link goes or like anything. Are you fucking serious? Oh, that's me. I'm so handsome. And maybe human. Oh, I'm taking... Oh. Oh, you're so heavy. Oh my god. The mouse moving on it's so slow. What am I doing? I guess this is the real, like... Okay, I'm glad we're doing that constantly. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it's torturing him like that constantly. Oh, you know what I'm realizing? OBS isn't like my whole second monitor there's lagging. That's what's going on. It's making my entire fucking second monitor lag. Okay, well, I know... Oh. You, again? No, I was in the middle of Eternal Orgasm Nation or some shit. Damn it, you again? Fucking hell. I was so close, yet so far, and I died. Apparently. So Scorn as a whole is a fine experience. I will say, as writing the script, literally 1 or 2 days later, I've forgotten most of my experience with the game. Maybe it's due to the lack of story and everything being left up to interpretation. Maybe it's due to the small number of enemies. I would not pay full price for this game. I paid like $10 for it and I had an alright time. It did genuinely gross me out and made my skin crawl, which is, you know, that's good stuff. It just feels lackluster. And I have no fucking clue what I was doing for the entirety of the game because the game doesn't tell you anything. And you have to figure it all out for yourself, which is fine, but like, what the fuck is going on at the end? Why are you doing shit? Why does your character give it 0 fucks about anyone else. Why is he such a selfish little asshole? No idea. No clue. What a pain in the... Like, fuck, just explain something. It doesn't have to be direct. Writing on the... Just some form of anything. I don't know. I don't like it. I like some form of explanation.